Moments away from tip-off here at Macomb Community College. Alongside Alex Johnson, Tom Cavanaugh, we're set for a women's bout between Community Christian College, the Lady Lions, taking on your Macomb Monarchs. 1-3 Macomb coming in, 0-4 Community Christian. Alex, it's two teams that have really struggled so far this season. MCC looking to break a 3-game losing streak as well tonight.
Yeah, Macomb coming in. A tough one at Muskegon on Tuesday night. They were supposed to play here at home on Grand Rapids on Wednesday night, but that game got canceled. They got off to a little bit of a slow start in those 3 losses, trying to get on task here today, get back in the win column against this Community Christian team, trying to find their first win on the season.
We'll have the anthem and lineups coming your way in just a moment. We'll break down top scorers and key moments when we come back here on the Macomb Community College Sports Network.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Community Christian Lions. A 5-foot sophomore, 0, Charisma Matthews. A 5'7" freshman, number 3, Brianna Williams. A 5'4" sophomore, number 4, Sephora Johnson. A 5'6" sophomore, number 11, Akira Hinton. And a 6'2" sophomore, number 24, Amani Smith. The Community Christian assistant coach is Kayla Chisholm. The Lions head coach is Evan Fauché. from Farmington, Michigan, number 11, Asia Jihad. A 5'8" sophomore from Chelsea Township, number 12, Sydney Aaron. A 5'8" freshman from St. Clair Shores, number 22, Ava Pasnak. And a 5'8" freshman from Stony Brook, number 24, Vanessa Collins. The community college assistant coaches are out front. Standing about 7 in Blue Colors. Our head coach in his first season is Kirk Caroline.
Welcome back into Macomb Community College. Women's bout coming at you in just a moment here on the MCC Sports Network. Alex Johnson, Tom Cavanaugh. Alex, you were on for the last time that these Monarchs played at home back against Marian University in Scylla. A 70-67 loss, very close for the Monarchs. They're looking to turn it around. Have not played here at home since November 6th. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that was a tough loss for them. They were down by 13 points at the end of the first. Came back, took a 1-point lead at halftime to Marian University until gained some edge in the second half. Macomb rallied late but fell short. And like I mentioned, losing in Muskegon this past Tuesday. Just trying to snap that 3-game skid, and no better time to do it against this Community Christian College team. 0-4 on the season, trying to get themselves in the win column.
Starters for Macomb: Alea Forrest, Asia Jihad, Sydney Guerin, Ava Prasnak, and Vanessa Galovich. The Lady Lions will start with the ball at the top of the key. For Community Christian, it's Charisma Matthews, Brianna Williams, Zipporah Johnson, Akira Hinton, and Amani Smith. To the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound from Galovich, and Macomb's on the move.
It's got to get a good start here.
Prasnak had it, top of the key, and we got a whistle as one of the Monarchs has a blown tire currently.
The shoe fell off. We're just trying to tie it back up right now.
You know, they haven't played here in a couple of weeks. That court, fresh sheet of wax on it.
Yeah.
A little extra sticky. Knocked the shoe right out of the foot out of the shoe, Zion Williams style.
Alea Forrest is just back up. She's been great so far, coming in for this Monarchs team. Averaging about 9 points a game so far this season's had. Was really well in that game versus Marian and Scylla a few weeks ago. Had 24 points her season high, had 8 in the loss to Muskegon on Tuesday.
Forrest with the ball, averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds a game, has 11 total assists. Here's Jihad at the top of the key. Dribbling right, she'll hand it off. Good defense from the Lady Lions early on. They're 0-4 to start the season. Macomb running a 3-game losing streak after defeating Delta in their season opener. There goes Forrest, off the high glass, no good as the shot clock expires. Back to Jihad, to the lane, layup, rims around, it's good. First points go to the Monarchs. Asia Jihad.
Yeah, especially what you got to do here, getting that second chance points off the rebound, and Jihad able to do just that.
Monarchs, head coached by Kirk Caroline, alongside Al Pointer, Shannon Velchevich, and Lou Ballard. There's a turnover on Community Christian. It's going back down.
Yeah, they're going to call a travel on Brianna Williams, the freshman from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
It's the only non-Michigan native on this Lady Lions team. There's Galovich double-teamed on the block. Pump fake from Forrest to the rim. Little Euro step off the glass. Won't go.
Yeah, I like that take. Just put a little bit too much on it.
Here goes Charisma Matthews. Far side, or near side from your angle. Here's the three-pointer from Brianna Williams. It's an air ball, and we got it going down the other way. Foul called. That one's going to be on number 24, Amani Smith. Knocked Asia Jihad to the ground.
Yeah, so far in the first 4 games for the Community Christian College Lions, only averaging about 23.2% from the field, 14.3 from deep. That's been a struggle for them so far in these first 4 games of the season.
Their last contest was nearly a 40-point loss to Alpena CC back on November 16th. Moving the ball now, Brianna Williams for the Lady Lions. Top of the key. Gives it off to Matthews. She's going to call for a screen. Takes it herself. Closing in are the Monarchs. Kick out To the middle goes Williams. She's off the glass. No good. Rebound from Amani Smith. Her putback will roll around and fall off. Forrest in transition for MCC. To the corner. Vanessa Galovich from 3. Off the front of the rim. No good.
She was wide open there. Just set it off.
Here comes Akira Hinton. One thing for these Lady Lions is there's a injury timeout. It was Akira Hinton who was hit in the eye as she caught the rebound and carried it down. Only 7 players on this Community Christian team right now. There's 11 on the roster, but only 7 here today, and that's against 13 for Macomb. So a lot more depth here at home for the Monarchs.
Yeah, that's going to be especially crucial as trying to get the ball back and stepped out of bounds. Sephora Johnson on that is can't have any room for error, no injuries and foul trouble. It's just been really tough with this Lions team right now based on how thin they are depth-wise.
Forrest with the ball, the freshman out of Cass Tech. They're going to throw it into the paint. Foul called as Asiya Jihad once again goes up strong. She's a freshman forward from North Farmington Hills. Interestingly enough, her brother, senior Bashir Jihad, spent 3 years at Ball State. He is now the leading scorer in a 5-1 Arizona State team. He went to North Farmington as well, played his first couple of years at Ball State, and now he's averaging just over 12.5 points for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, North Farmington, a great program over there as Jihad misses the first free throw. Team made it to the state championship last season.
Both Jihads actually leading their team in points per game. 16.5 for Asiya. 8.5 rebounds, leads in both categories. Hits the second free throw, and it's 3-0 early on, Macomb.
She's been able to specialize in all aspects of the game here, Tom, with what Jihad has done. Nearly a double-double every night.
Lions 0 for 4 from the field right now. 0 for 1 from 3 in the corner. That's Akira Hinton. She'll get it back up top. Great man defense here from Macomb. 3-point hoisted. Not going to catch any rim. A miss there from Leilani Lewis of the Lions.
Yeah, they just need something to get out of the slump. They haven't really get anything on the rim. Their shots from deep have been way off here so far.
Their highest point total in a game was 54 in a 5-point loss to Terra State back on November 12th. They've given up 76 points in their last 2 games, so opponents are really thriving against this Lions team. And from what we're seeing early on, it's taking it to the rim, dominating in the paint. Right now, it's only Amani Smith at 6'2", really the only size out there for Community Christian, and Jihad cannot get that to fall on the block. Foul called.
And Macomb's just 1 more away from getting into the bonus.
It's 4 fouls compared to 0 here in this first quarter. 6:27 left to play. It's a 3-0 lead for Macomb.
And you got to give credit to the Community Christian Lady Lions here defensively, just making it tough for Macomb.
Macomb also coming off a 26-point loss to Muskegon Community College on the road. That was last Tuesday. Throw it inside to Jihad again. Lefty layup is good.
Yeah, just great work getting it down low to Jihad. Great assist by Sydney Guerin. Able to set that one up from the corner down low to get it right into the paint.
Guerin, a fellow sophomore forward. She's out of Shelby Township. Into the paint to Amani Smith. They wanted a double dribble. Did the Macomb coaching staff do not get it. The shot is off. And Macomb's in transition one more time. Forrest controls at the top. She'll bring it back out for a play call. Seva Prasnak gets it to Jihad, and her shot off back iron.
And just found her right there on the high elbow.
Lions still looking for their first points with 5.5 to go in the first.
Yeah, 0 of 6 from the field to start the ball game here.
Nice trap up front from Macomb. It's now into the corner. Ball bounces away. Out of play. Turnover once again from Community Christian.
Yeah, that full court, man-to-man pressure rather, by Macomb is just getting onto the Lions here right now, having to make quick decisions and causing a lot of mistakes here so far.
Lions
now 3 turnovers.
Lions coached by head coach Evan Fauché. Here's a 3 ball. It's too strong. Can't corral the rebound as Brianna Williams of triple C's, and that's out of play, going to stay with MCC.
And it's been a difficult point for Macomb so far through their first 4 games, only averaging 13.3% from deep. That's something they've been working on throughout the course of these non-conference games here.
3-ball is good from Sydney Guerin, stepping out from deep in the first one of the night for the Monarchs. 8-zip to start. Nice 3-quarter press here. It's back in transition off the turnover. To the paint. Forrest can't get it. Offensive rebound will kick it out once again to Guerin. That shot is too strong again, and we're going down. Vanessa Galovich with the foul call.
Yeah, I liked what Guerin did on that 3-point attempt. She was all alone in the corner, able to knock it down. Well, that one just a long 2. That one just missed, but I like the intensity that Macomb has done here so far.
Trapping in that corner just above half court once again. Another turnover. We're going down. I'm sorry, timeout called. I mean, there's already 4 turnovers early on for Community Christian. They have to figure that out. We're gonna keep it here just to kind of break down both of these teams. But Alex, what have you seen early on that has led to an 8-point advantage for Macomb?
That trap, what they've been doing here, forcing turnovers and able to capitalize, getting shots, good quality shots here so far, and just Community Christian College just really had some good looks. Just haven't really had anything close up onto the rims. They have some shots were way short, especially from deep, and they just got to find a way to get out of this. That's what Coach Evan Fauché was talking about. Need to take that time out, get this group rejuvenated. It's just been difficult for them here in these first few games.
Macomb coming off a 17-10 season last year, off to a 1-3 start. They played some tough opponents. Had a season-opening win against Delta College and then lost 3 straight to Lincoln Trail, Marian University, Ancilla, and Muskegon Community College. Nearly another turnover kept in play by the Lions to the rim. Doesn't matter, it's a traveling call. Turnover number 5 early on.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Williams again. Was trying to kick it out, but took that extra step.
Alea Forrest, the freshman guard at 5'4", gets it back to the other side of the wing to Sydney Guerin. Worked around the edge. Trying to find that in pass to Jihad. She's double-teamed, and a jump ball is called. Thought the whistle would be on a foul, but it's going to stay here on the possession arrow.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to get hacked up on the rim. But the official thought otherwise.
Vanessa Galovich checks out. Nevaeh Knott into the contest. Forrest hoists a 3, no good. Here comes Charisma Williams. Macomb got to stop the ball at the top of the key, and they do. Pass inside. Taken away by Prasnak, and she loses it on a dribble out of play.
Yeah, this is right over to her. Had good awareness there by Prasnak, but unfortunately unable to hold on to the ball. So Community Christian will take it out.
Prasnak, the sister of Allie Prasnak, who was one of the better Macomb Community College softball players over the last several years. She's now at Davenport University. Another turnover from the Lions. Here's a 3-ball. It's good. 2 for 2 from 3 for Sydney Guerin tonight. 11-0 Monarchs.
Exactly what you need to do here right now. Get off to a great start.
There's Guerin again with a turnover. Prasnak looking again. Guerin, inside pass. Couple dribbles from Knott. She'll kick it out. There goes Asaya Jihad to the rim. Euro step is no good on the underhand layup. We're going to stay here as the ball bounces off the Lions. They're going to check in Amani Smith.
Yeah, she was just all alone right there. Just put a little too much on that.
Yeah, those are the ones you got to finish. When there's nobody in front, you execute the Euro step perfectly and penetrate the defense. Over the top, Jihad with the hook shot, no good. Matthews pushing pace. They get it up. And the first points for the Lions with 3 minutes left in the first.
Sydney Courtney on that one. Getting her first action of the season.
They kick it out again. Guerin, can she stay hot from 3? Oh, baby! Another 3-ball for Sydney Guerin. 14-2.
It's been her night so far. She's had the hot hand from downtown. The Lions haven't had an answer.
There's Akira Hinton to the top. Sydney Courtney's three is no good, off the mark. Rebound from Guerin. She's doing everything right now.
Yeah, just carrying this team here right now, just doing everything they can here to keep it going.
A team lead 9 points. Forrest nails the three, but we're going to get an off-ball foul on the Monarchs. Going to be a charge. And one called on Nevaeh Knott. Couple substitutions for the Monarchs. Zion Harris, the freshman, will check in alongside Vivian Urabara.
But this is the kind of game that Macomb desperately needed, having a strong start. Well, I mentioned right before the game, their last 3 games, they were down double digits early on in the ball game, and it was just too difficult to overcome. On the opposite side here today,
Fouled going to the rim, Zipporah Johnson of the Lions. 2:04 to go, first quarter, 17-2. Macomb taking it to Community Christian early on.
and that's what you wanted to do here. And it was a little bit off to a slow start, only 3 points in the first 4 minutes of the game, but they've exploded with a 14-2 run since then.
First free throws of the day for the Lady Lions, off the mark from Johnson. Sophomore guard out of Detroit, Michigan. Nearly every single Community Christian player out of Detroit. Leilani Lewis from Romulus, and as you mentioned, Alex, Brianna Williams from Tuscaloosa. Forrest facilitating. She drives with the left hand, rolls around and falls out. You look at it right now, Alea Forrest is doing a really nice job of getting to the rim. She's just not finishing when she gets that opportunity.
Yeah, that one just took an unlucky roll out of the hoop, and she's just been doing everything she can here so far.
Harris finds the inbound pass. That one to Urabara. She'll kick it out. Now it's Forrest with the left hand, and this time gets it to go. 19-2 early in this ball game.
Yeah, just great ball movement, able to get it back to Forrest, was at the top of the key, just drove it down the lane herself, get herself the 2 points.
Triple C's takes a three. That one from Akira Hinton off the mark. Rebound, first offensive rebound of the night for Community Christian. Penetrating the lane. Got to kick it out. They do. It's really just chaotic, discombobulated offense right now from the Lions.
Yeah, they got 2 seconds to shoot. They got to pull one up.
They will not get it up. It's hoisted over the backboard. Good call on that, Alex. You might have been the only one here that had seen that was ticking down to the last few seconds.
Yeah, they're just looking at it so far. Only 1 of 9 from the floor here so far. 0 of 3 from downtown, and 9 turnovers compared to Macomb's 1.
Yeah, those turnovers are going to kill you, and that's the big reason why Macomb's up 17 with a minute to go in the first. Here's Urabara. Pump fakes, goes to the rim. That's up, no good. Rebound by the Lions. Macomb coaching staff wanted a foul.
Yeah, that was a little close on that.
Hinton gives it off to Zipporah Johnson. Here's a 3-ball put up. Back iron over the backboard, out of play. Charisma Matthews misses on that one.
Yeah, it was sitting off the top of the run, then near the backboard off the top. It's just not been the Lions' night here so far.
Macomb filling it up from deep early on. 50%. They're 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. 0 for 4 for Community Christian. Urabara trying to shoot over a couple defenders. It's blocked by Amani Smith. And Community Christian with a couple of key stops on the last couple possessions. Into the corner, driving towards the middle. It's Brianna Williams. She can't get that one. This is suffocating defense currently for the Monarchs. Zion Harris guarding at the top.
Got a 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock with 5 seconds. Unable to get anything that time either.
Another turnover. That is number 10 in the first quarter. Macomb going to look to get one more shot off with 4 seconds to go. They kick it over. Shot up from Mariah Freeman. Off the backboard. Off the mark. and it's a dominant first quarter. Alex, give me your take on what you saw from Macomb, being able to take advantage of the turnovers and put it in the basket, specifically from 3.
Putting tight pressure, double teaming on the Community Christian Lions here so far, and just forcing too many turnovers so far, 10 compared to Macomb's 2, and just able to drill it from deep, especially by Sydney Guerin, who has just been on a tear for Macomb here so far with 9 points and 3 of 5 from downtown.
Hey, Alex, just 3 different point scorers here for Macomb currently. Asaya Jihad with 5, Alea Forrest with 5. Those have been the primary ball handlers, but you can't talk enough about what Sydney Guerin's been able to do from 3 tonight.
Yeah, she has just been impressive here so far, especially what coming in here on this team, was per guy only averaging a few points per game, well, 3.8, but has stepped it up here in this first quarter here tonight. And this is a game that Macomb really needs to have and get on the right foot. After their last few games have been tough, and just want to get someone to feel good about themselves here tonight. And they've been doing really well against this Lions team. Haven't had an answer here so far. Only 2 points in the first quarter.
And Guerin was also the 3rd leading scorer on the Monarchs last season as a freshman. 8.5 points per game, averaged 3.1 rebounds. And she was a big piece. From the 3-point line, she was 30%. Made 65 out of 213 attempts, so she can shoot it. She just stepped it up a little bit extra early this season.
Yeah, and exactly what you got to have, especially from your sophomore leader in Guerin. Trying to guide this team to get back to where Macomb women's basketball was, a few years ago. It's going to take time. They were 17-10 last season. It's been a little bit of a difficult path here early on. Trying to grow as a program here.
Lions will start with the ball, continuing to trap right at half court and over and back. This is very good defense right now from Macomb. They're getting on that first pass out of the inbound, and they're trapping it immediately. Community Christian's got no answer right now.
Yeah, the inbound right with Johnson. She didn't get it from the backcourt. She stepped over the half-court line, so she couldn't go back over. So that's why it was a backcourt violation. But this defense has been really strong here for Macomb so far, and you got to be happy if you're coach Kirk Caroline.
Urabara off the mark with that. Jump shot from just beyond the free throw line. 19-2 to start in our first quarter. Macomb, 50% from 3. Or just under that with that last shot. Couple Monarchs to the floor, but Williams picks it up. McWilliams to the rim. Fouled, but can't get the shot. Janiyah Williams, the freshman guard out of Warren Fitzgerald High School.
Was a spectacular player in high school. The Tier 2 Player of the Year by the Macomb County. Macomb County, one of the top players in the Macomb Area Conference. A lot of good IQ, a lot of skills to bring to the table that Coach Caroline said when she signed with the team last year.
She's one of the taller guards at 5'7" as well. Her, Ruby Sanderson, 2 tallest guards on this team. Vanessa Galovich, kind of that guard slash forward, if you will. Both free throws cannot go. Community Christian will pick it back up, going left to right across your screen. Macomb's in the white jerseys while the Lions in blue. And here comes that trap one more time. This time it's Carissa Hankins alongside Zion Harris. Corner ball 3 off the mark. Can it be saved by Urabara? Yes, it does. Harris pushing the line on the far side and gets fouled. That was Zipporah Johnson called for it.
And it just forces the Lions to just make quick decisions. When you do that trap defense, and it just, we haven't seen a lot of ball movement or creating some space on the floor.
Zipporah's second foul leads the team in that category. Harris's 3 rims around, no good. And it's back to her. Great offensive rebound from Alea Forrest. She's got the ball.
Getting on the floor to pick up that ball.
Calling for that screen. She's going to kick it out to Carissa Hankins. She'll facilitate back around the arc. Jada Williams wanted to set the screen. It's now an in pass to Urabara. She's facing up. Passing 2 defenders. The shot clock sounds right before the shot goes up. Violation will send it back the other way.
Yeah, just not a lot of time to work with after the clock reset, and looking to get it down to Uwabara, but just couldn't get it out of her hands in time.
Johnson, the sophomore to Detroit, being guarded by Carissa Hankins. There's Harris. Another great double, and Tim Johnson, our SID, nearly made the catch as that's out of bounds.
Come right over to him, though, doing the live stats of the game. And
had to get those hands up real quick. So avoiding the turnover or the Lions, they still have the ball. Moving with it. That was Brianna Williams. Shot up, no good from Leilani Lewis. And it's going down the other way.
Yeah, Smith was trying to get the rebound, but her foot was out of bounds. So the 6'2" center from Detroit.
To the rim, Forrest. She's fouled on the take. It was a late step in there from number 4, Zipporah Johnson. Her third foul, and likely will be coming out as she's already reached foul trouble early in this first half.
And that's exactly what you don't want to have here, especially with the limited guys you have on the bench for Community Christian. We mentioned 7 players total tonight.
Free throw good from Forrest. Now 2 of 5 from the line. And Macomb not shooting great from the field. They're just 7 of 26 for just under 27%. But the amount of turnovers they're getting and their great defensive play is making up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll take that any day of the week here on the strong defense you have, because that will lead you, to wins in the long run.
Lions break the press, and we got a double dribble, another turnover. That's number 12 compared to just 2 for the Monarchs. And that's a big piece of this game. It's becoming a huge difference. And also, Macomb's out rebounding the Lions by 4.
Yeah, you got to be able to limit these mistakes and able to crash on the boards, because that's just going to be a tall task to get out of, to win games. Is a pick up another foul, or Barr will go to the line. That's one's on Smith for a blocking foul.
And Macomb's got the right game plan, because you see the shooting percentage. They're not knocking a ton down besides Sydney Guerin from three-point range. So get to the rim, get those fouls called. Urabara right there is the one that's fouled. She'll see to the line and just misses the first one. But that's what you have to do in a situation like that, where you're struggling to shoot the ball successfully, besides maybe a couple of players. You want to get it inside.
Yeah, just try to get yourself, in these non-conference games, get everybody involved, work on the skills that you need to improve on come conference play in January.
Especially up by 20 here with 7:30 to go in the first half. Continuing to press the tempo defensively. Trying an inside pass to Amani Smith. It's tipped out of play, but will stay with Community Christian.
Yeah, O'Barra called in for a reach on Smith. That's her second. Something to keep an eye on if you're Coach Caroline.
Matthews drives to the middle. Hesitates for a moment. The ball's pickpocketed. Forrest the other way. She's got numbers. Bounce pass to the block. It was Jada Williams, and that's going down the other way.
Yeah, Jada Williams could be called for the foul.
So a wholesale change here for the Monarchs. Ruby Sanderson alongside Janiyah McWilliams, Asaya Jihad, Sydney Guerin, and Vanessa Galovich all on the floor. It's a very young team as well, Alex. Just 5 sophomores for MCC.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot, especially these freshmen coming in to make the adjustments right away. It's only the second basket of the ball game.
It was a good bucket from Charisma Matthews. Here's Sanderson, catch and shoot, much too strong off the, nearly hit the shot clock. Now in transition, that pass picked off, and it's taken right back. Lions to the rim, and a layup is good. Number 10, Sydney Courtney.
Getting 4 points now in this quarter.
Nice slip pass to Galovich. Easy bucket, kiss off the glass. Galovich read that perfectly, slipped the defender on the baseline, and a little catch and shoot. 24-6.
Like that play, Galovich able to come in secret to get that one to go.
Brianna Williams misfires on the 3, much too strong. Wrestle forward on the floor. 3 Monarchs compared to 1 Lion, and it's going down the other way. Here comes Ruby Sanderson to the lane, And we got a blocking foul. She's going to go to the line as that shot missed poorly.
Yeah, it was going to be on Hinton to pick that one up. She was trying to take the charge. Couldn't get in position in time.
And you mentioned it just a few minutes ago, Alex. In these type of non-conference games, you want to improve on things that your team has holes in early in the season. When you start 1-3 and you have those losses, they're coming off a 26-point loss. There's a lot of different issues that you can address and improve on. And in a game like this where you're playing fairly well, you're up by 18 points currently, this is one of those games where you have to focus more on your issues than the scoreboard.
Yeah, and exactly what you want to do here. You don't want to get in a position, especially how this game has gone here so far here tonight, to run up the score. And just want to be able to just improve on what you got to do here on your side. You know, better defense, working around, get quality shots. Playing team basketball.
Sanderson fouled once again going up with a shot. She's going to head to the line for the second straight possession. And I could see in the second half, if this score stays around where it is, or it even widens, you take the first half, you work on that three-quarter, full-court trap press defense, and then in the second half, you might go back and look more at the half-court offense, more of the half-court defense, and work on a few different aspects in a game where you can really address multiple things.
Yeah, especially where you, against this team that's been struggling, to beat that or make adjustments often. But the Lions, because they've turn the ball over so much.
Sanderson misses on 2 more free throws. Lions trying to claw back any way they can and generate some sort of offense. Here's a 3-ball. Put up, no good. That one from Akira Hinton. Lions trying to trap it on their own. There goes Vanessa Galovich behind the back. She'll kick it out. Here's Guerin from 3, just off the back iron. She would have started 4 for 4 from 3-point range.
Yeah, they can't leave her wide open.
No.
Guerin was just all alone that time once again.
Galovich, another nice trap along with Guerin. Picked up by Williams. She's going to push tempo. Has Jihad for an open layup. It rolls around and misses. She's had a few of those, but now she falls on the basketball for a tough offensive rebound. Sanderson's 3 is good. 27-6.
Exactly what you got to do here. Jihad thought she had the easy money, rolled in and out. And
Galovich
get it back up. Sanderson from 3.
Taken away by Vanessa. Nice steal. Sanderson in the corner. Gets it back to Vanessa. Williams calling for the cut towards the middle. She'll get it late. Guerin finding Jihad. She'll head to the paint and to the line on the foul call. Alex, a glaring stat here when you look at rebounds. 19 right now currently for Macomb. 10 of those are offensive. So when they're putting up shots, because of the size of Community Christian, they are not able to block out players like Jihad, Galovich. We've seen Guerin in there a few times. Sanderson's had a few as well. They got to find a way to put bodies on after the shot and get a defensive rebound.
Yeah, they have been struggling at that all night long, and looking at the score where it's at, being down in the rebounding category for the Lions is one of the big components of how this game has gone for them so far.
Free throw shooting has been rough so far today for MCC, just 4 of 12.
Yeah, you got to be able to capitalize on your free chances at the line.
Jihad gets that one to go.
You should be capitalized, want to be perfect all the time, but try to get to at least 75, 80% as a unit.
4.5 minutes to play in the half. Taken away by Williams. She's got 1 to beat. To the lane, off of her hands, lost it on the way up. It's a turnover, headed for the Lions.
I think she was trying to draw a foul, but didn't get the whistle.
Yeah, ball just sifted out of her hands. Did not have enough contact. If she goes up stronger and has control, I think she gets that foul call just because of how many we've seen early on in this contest. Throwing it out of bounds is Matthews for Community Christian. Yet another turnover gives it right back.
Yeah, they're approaching 20, and we're not even at halftime. We're almost there. That's at 19 right now, but
inside pass. They're going to kick it back out. Here's Guerin's 3-ball. Doesn't hit anything that time. Out of play off the baseline.
And that was a 20th turnover the last time. Go. Yeah.
That was Nevaeh Knott who had that ball inside. Almost, I mean, she had a good look at the lane and wanted to kick it out to Guerin instead. Still with that three-quarter press, turnover taken by Prasnak. Here's Forrest, 7 points so far. The leader right there is Guerin with the ball. Galovich, she'll hoist a three. Rims around, off the mark. Another offensive rebound, Alex, comes out to Forrest.
Yeah, they have just been feasting on those.
Feasting's putting it lightly for sure. Double-digit offensive rebounds in the first half is impressive as Forrest has an off-balance shot with the left hand. She'll go to the line for two.
11-3 in comparison on the offensive boards.
Just two different scorers for the Lady Lions right now. Sydney Courtney off the bench with 4. Carissa Matthews has the other 2. Forrest knocks down the first free throw.
Yeah, Forrest has been strong. Has coming in with a lot of all-around skills, solid player, high IQ when she signed with Macomb this past offseason.
Good offensive rebound from Ava Prasnak. Can't get the shot. In transition, come the Lions to the rim. Courtney misses on the reverse right-handed layup, and a fight for it in the paint is going to be a called a jump ball. Monarchs basketball.
Now in for the Lions.
Shania Howard will come in for Community Christian.
Lions 3 of 17 from the field. Double the shots for Macomb. They're 9 of 34. Forrest at the top. She's got 8 points. Inside to Knott. She'll kick it out to Galovich. Galovich for 3 when she gets it back. Offensive rebound nearly from Prasnak. It's taken away. Charisma Matthews crossing the timeline. Gonna hoist a 3 from the top. Way too short. And a foul called as Prasnak gets the rebound. That one is on Sephora Johnson, her 4th. And we will likely not see her for a majority of this second half.
Yeah. Only having 1 foul left to go, and we're not even at halftime. It's just not much Coach Evan Fauché can do based on how many players he has available.
And also, Brianna Williams. She's got 3 fouls as well. Leilani Lewis with 2. Amani Smith with a pair as well.
It's just going to be interesting what they'll do if they have 1 player foul out and then somebody else does later on.
Prasnak's looking for her first points of the night. Misses on the first free throw. Second one is good. 30-6. Macomb dominating tonight. It's the only way to put it. Turnovers and offensive rebounds have been the difference. Not to mention the outside shooting of Sydney Guerin. Another turnover comes out to Galovich. She'll use the left hand, going strong. The layup is good.
Exactly what you got to do there. They were trying to throw a cross-court pass, give it over to Galovich. Able to get one to go her way that time. She had some good looks. She's able to get that one down underneath the basket.
Forrest checking on the clock, 2:20 to play. Inside pass to Knott, off the glass, no good. She wanted to foul. Limited shots they've gotten off, just 18 total shots they've taken. And also, Macomb's doing a nice job of not fouling.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've been doing here so far. And you add up all the turnovers that the Lions have had, it just limits their chances to create scoring opportunities. And
Hinton knocks down the first free throw.
yeah, leading scorer on this team, averaging about 14 points a game.
And they're missing 2 of their top scorers, Kendall Hightower and Deja Croft. Here's Forrest off the missed second free throw. Got it on the right wing. Kick it out to the top. Galovich for 3. Rims around. Cannot get it to go. Another offensive rebound, this time to Guerin. She'll get it in the corner. Not a 3, but a miss and a putback from Knott is good. There's no blocking out right now from the Lions, and it's leading to, I'd say, half the points right now for MCC.
Yeah, they're just gimmies. They're just giving them these points, and the Lions haven't done anything really much about it. You look at the score, and you look at it right now, and just not really much is going your way.
Amani Smith got an offensive rebound. She put up a shot that missed, and there's a little wrestling for the ball between Nevaeh Knott and Smith. Checking in, Orabara along with Jihad and Carissa Hankins.
Yeah, only having 7 points or only at halftime. No, not what the Lions really wanted to have here so far. Well, this is a team, like we mentioned, only averaging about, they've averaged 37 points in their last game, about 44.3 in their first 4 games.
Orabara called for her second foul.
In their last
Check
game,
that third foul.
they had 25 points at halftime in their last game.
Yeah, I can see them scoring a little bit more in the second half because I don't know for sure, but I'd assume that the three-quarter full-court press would be off, and they'll focus a little more on half-court defense, just with the score being where it's at 34-7. Couple offensive rebounds. The ball's taken away by Jihad, and a foul called. That one going to be on Amani Smith.
And that's 3 on her. So 3 players in foul trouble for the Lions.
There's 10 fouls distributed between 3 different players for Community Christian, and they don't have the depth on the bench, just 2 bench players right now. So if anybody fouls out, they could be playing with 4 at some point. First free throw misses from Asiya Jihad. In the bonus currently.
And just will make things a little bit interesting if things happen in the second half. But Jihad able to make 1 of 2. As Macomb will take a timeout.
And we'll step aside with them. 35-7 with $1:12 to play in the first half. It's been all Monarchs. Offensive rebounds, turnovers, and a couple of made threes from Sydney Guerin and company. This is your home for Macomb Community College Athletics. Just over a minute to play in the first half. Alongside Alex Johnson, Tom Cavanaugh here from Macomb Community College. 5th game of the year for these Monarchs. They're 1-3 currently, trying to break a 3-game losing streak, and they're doing a nice job of it here in this first half. Brianna Williams takes it. It's poked away by Guerin. We got another whistle. Going to have free throws for Jihad.
And that's on Smith. That's number 4. Yeah.
That's her 4th. So as we've talked about for the last couple of minutes, there are now 2 different Lions with 4 fouls. Probably won't play a lot of that third quarter, because if you lose those 2, you're playing with 5 for the rest of the night.
Yeah, they're just putting their backs against the wall even further.
Jihad nails the first free throw.
And just put yourself in a difficult spot. You know, when you only have 7 players active on the roster, 2 bench players, and if something goes wrong, a player fouls out or a player gets injured.
Second free throw bounces around. It's good. 9 points apiece for Sydney Guerin and Asiya Jihad. Alea Forrest with 8. Vanessa Galovich with 4. Here's a floater in the lane, off the glass, and a rebound from Asiya Jihad. Got to find the outlet. It's Forrest. Pushing the tempo. Looking for the kick. Instead, it's the pass down on the block. Good bucket from Jada Williams.
Yeah, good read by Forrest, able to get it down into the paint to Williams. Exactly what you got to have here, especially in this kind of situation. We'll see now the Lions will just go for the last shot. try to get something good for themselves here at the halftime break.
Shot clock is off with 15 to play. High three-pointer, once again off the backboard. Jihad, yet another rebound. Just seconds to go. Forrest kicks it to Guerin. Her three at the buzzer. No good. 39-7, a 32-point lead, the largest of the night for Macomb. Alex, give me a couple of keys, couple of points here on both sides. I think there's a couple of things from both teams that each have to improve on, but more so from the Lions after the first several minutes.
Yeah, talk about Macomb here. Just been outstanding in that first half. Been able to put a lot of the full court in those traps in the half court and able to force so many turnovers, 24 in that first half, and so much on the fast break. 17 points off of those turnovers, 15 steals. But they're looking to try to play more cleaner here in this second half, try to play more in that style of play, and try not to run up the score, just try to play team basketball, try to work things around here more here in the second half. And then for Community Christian, just trying to clean things up better, crashing on the boards and trying to create some offenses. They were just 3 of 24 from the floor in that first half.
Point leaders for the Monarchs. You got Sia Jihad with 9 points, 4 rebounds. Sydney Guerin, 9 points. She's 3 of 7 currently from 3, has missed her last 4. She's got 3 boards as well. Alea Ferris also, she has 4 rebounds and 8 points. Vanessa Galovich with 3 boards and 4 points. And Ruby Sanderson with 3 points as well. That leads the group. It's been a solid first half. You hit on all the different things that Macomb has done well, but I think they kind of reel it back a little bit with such a large 32-point lead and focus on the things that might go unnoticed or the things that have an exclamation mark when you're losing a game by 25 points, because they're coming off a 20-plus point loss. They got to focus on the things that they have struggled with.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be able to just play them themselves, maybe slow it down, and just try to get everyone involved and try to create some more offense, team basketball, like I mentioned, and not worry about, like I said, trying to get a larger lead.
We'll be back at 6:30, 13 minutes on the clock. We'll be back for the second half of action between Macomb Community College and Community Christian College. The Lady Lions trailing 39-7 here on the Macomb Community College Athletics Network. 10 minutes on the clock. Second half has kicked off here at Macomb Community College between the Monarchs and the Community Christian College Lions. Alongside Alex Johnson, Tom Cavanaugh. We've switched sides, and right out of the break, Macomb will have the ball. Jihad will hoist a three from the far side. No good. Offensive rebound is in for Sydney Guerin, crashing the boards hard.
Yeah, that was the story in that first half. You know, the offensive rebounds and the turnovers that they forced were key, and looking to continue where they left off here in this second half, having a commanding lead.
Amani Smith, she's playing with 4 fouls starting in this second half. Ooh, they're going to call that out of play. A lot of contact there. Amani's got to be very careful because right now, Alex, only 8 players are on this Community Christian College team today. If they lose a couple of girls, they could be playing with 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, and Brianna Williams is on the floor, too.
Good point. Williams has 3. Down pass to Smith. She rolls around. It's good. It's Zipporah Johnson, number 4, who has 4. Brianna Williams with 3 as well. 15 first half personal fouls for the Lions, along with 24 turnovers. And there's Jihad on the slip to the basket. Kiss off the glass is good.
Yeah, she was able to get that underneath the basket. That's what she's been going to. Looking to heat up here. She's been really strong. I mentioned almost averaging 17 points a game in these first few games.
Smith rejected by Jihad. They get the rebound back. Here's a 3 from Courtney. Much too far off the very top of the glass. Rebound Jihad, and out with it goes Forrest.
We'll see if they decide to just slow it down here, just work it around, try to kill some time.
Here's Guerin's 3 ball. Bounces around, no good. Defensive rebound for Smith.
Yeah, I would take that shot, any day. Guerin's had the hot hand. That one was off. You still give her the green light.
Mm-hmm. Started 3 for 3. 0 for her last 5, but as good shooters are always told, just keep shooting, the next one's going in. Forrest trying to beat the first defender. Towards the rim with the left hand. Layup, no good. Galovich with the offensive rebound. She'll put it up. Rolls around, out, and down the other way. Tipped off the hand of a Monarch.
Yeah, she just had a good shot attempt. Just that one rolled out. Couldn't get the rebound that time.
Matthews bringing it up slow. Guarded by Forrest. There's Williams. Swings it into the corner. Courtney's 3. Front iron. Off the mark. Rebound for Jihad. She's approaching a double-double. Asiya Jihad, 6 rebounds, 11 points. And pickpocketed is Forrest. Sydney Courtney lays it up and in.
Yeah, Courtney's been a bright spot for this Lions team, leading the team with 6 points here tonight.
Over half the team's points right now. Prasnak tries to swing it around cross court. Guerin's 3 just misses. Here's Courtney pushing. Got Galovich on her. Smith trying to back down in the paint. Here's the in pass. She'll kick it out.
Just got to be careful here with Smith having a hand there on Jihad.
Can't get that in pass again. They barely do. Courtney hoists a 3. No good.
And the Lions haven't hit a 3-ball all night.
Galovich all alone, off the glass and in. 45-11 early in this second half.
Yeah, just all by herself, the other end of the court. Lions too late to pick her up defensively.
Williams bluffs the screen at the top. Matthews guarded very heavy by Forrest. Another three from Courtney. Back iron, misses. Matthews to the cup with the floater is no good again. And we got a foul. Who's this one on?
Yeah, it was Smith. She was stomping her feet, and her night is done.
Wow. So with 6:06 to go in the third quarter, Amani Smith is done for the night. 5 fouls. She will sit, and now the Lions are down to just 7 players.
Yeah, so Smith will end the night. She had 7 boards and 2 points. Just a little bit frustrated on that. You didn't want to get too much.
And that just completely eliminates all size for the Lions as well. The next closest, tallest player is Sydney Courtney at 5'8". Amani Smith was 6'2", and the reason they were getting so many, or they were getting their fair share of rebounds. There's a missed 3-ball. Offensive rebound is put back up, no good.
Oh, they gotten 2 rebounds just right there by Lewis.
Courtney's 3, another miss. Another offensive rebound, 3 in a row. Stumbling over the basketball are the Lions. They get it back. Zion Harris checking up. Courtney's taken the last 4 or 5 shots on each possession. She gets the foul call. Nevaeh Knott is called for it. So headed to the line is Sydney Courtney, really the only bright spot right now for Community Christian.
Yeah, she's been doing her job here so far here tonight. Just someone on the players that we'll be looking out for the Lions. No, this was only her first game here tonight, but making an impact.
Courtney misses on the free throw. Next time these Monarchs will be in action will be next Tuesday against Madonna University's junior varsity team. Second free throw rims around. In transition, Galovich gets it to the corner. Here's Zion Harris. Back up to McWilliams. Inside pass to Knott. Great slip. Beautifully done for Ava Prasnak to cash in her first couple points. Her first field goal make, I should say. She had a free throw earlier. Now has 3.
Yeah, able to create more plays like that here in the second half. Just working on those will be crucial for the Monarchs moving forward.
Leilani Lewis takes a shot. Harris nearly corrals the rebound, but it's given right back. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, especially when you get into the heart, conference play in a few weeks. The competition's going to be a little bit tougher. This was a great time just to master those plays, was working things around.
Janiyah McWilliams with a strong take, dished it off to Galovich at the last moment. It was poked out of bounds by the Lions. It'll stay with MCC, and another wholesale change. Mariah Manchik will check on for the first time. Forrest back in along with Ruby Sanderson. Nevaeh Knott stays on, and Carissa Hankins as well.
Yeah, trying to just use everybody here on the floor.
And Nevaeh Knott called for a offensive foul on the inbound.
Yeah, that's 4 on her. But not really much to worry about here because of the outcome of the game here right now with the lead. And
just under 5 to play in this third quarter. Another trap here on the near side right in front of the Lions bench. Whistle poked out of play by Forrest. It'll stay with Community Christian.
And they're still keeping it up here in the second half.
We had a faux whistle on the shot clock. Play has been stopped. We're going to reset here. 36-point lead for MCC. Trying to pick a 3-game losing streak. Well, looks pretty good right now, I'd say.
Yeah, this is what they really needed here tonight.
Manchik guarding hard, and she goes down. That's a blocking foul. Mariah Manchik called for her first foul, freshman forward out of Richmond.
Yeah, just playing some strong defense, just didn't get set for the charge.
Carissa Hankins checking up at the top, guarding Zipporah Johnson, who has 4 fouls. She would be the next to be eliminated from the contest if she picks up one more. Matthews gives it to Lewis. She's stripped. Picked up by the Lions. Here goes Matthews. Her shot off the mark.
Just had a good look. Just didn't get enough to go.
Sanderson going baseline. It's poked away. Manchik along with Hankins in the corner. Here's an inside pass to Knott. Nobody in front of her. Misses the layup at the basket.
Yeah, went too strong on that. Just need to go a little bit more soft on that.
Those are the ones where you're a little too wide open and you're expecting someone to come through and block your shot, and just a little too much mustard there. 3:20 to go, third quarter. Taking the shot is Matthews. Too short. Offensive rebound, and there's a foul. Zipporah Johnson will head to the line for Community Christian.
And looking at for Johnson so far, they're averaging only about 3 points a game this season. And those 4 fouls have limited her here tonight, trying to get her first points on the game.
First free throw good from Johnson. She knocks down both. Nothing but net. So right now at 47-13, the Lions have nearly doubled their score from what they had in the first half with just 7.
Yeah, they're trying to get no better looks so far. The field goal percentage has been way off for them. Just 5 of 40. Very unheard of in today's game.
Corner 3 from Hankins, no good. Rebound, Urabara, and it's good. Offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, just feels good to get that one to go.
She hits her first field goal of the game as well with 3 points now and a timeout for head coach Evan Fauché and the Lions. We'll step aside as well as it's a full 49-13. Macomb on top. This is your home for Monarchs Athletics. Alongside Alex Johnson, Tom Cavanaugh, here from the Macomb Community College Athletics Network. And we got a little bit of a blowout on our hands for Macomb, 49-13. Alex, one thing that this Lions team is doing a lot better here in the second half, just 1 turnover in the first 7 minutes of the third quarter. They had 24 at halftime, have 25 right now.
Yeah, that's something they've been working on here, adjustments here in the second half, especially getting better. Trying to escape this trap here and just trying to play more cleanly here.
It's suffocating right now, and Manchik called for another foul. That's her second.
And now the Lions are in the bonus. That was a 15 foul.
There's got to find a fine line when you're trying to get that press and you're trying to suffocate an offense. Got to keep the hands off, because it's very beneficial and effective defensive play when you do that type of thing, but not when you're getting ticky-tack fouls and allowing the Lions to get to the line for some free shots.
Yeah, just looking at the free throws, so far 3 of 9 for the Lions in this ball game. They've also been struggling in that regard.
Yeah, just polar opposites on nearly every single stat. 15 more field goals taken by the Monarchs, They've shot 10 more threes, 12 more free throws, out-rebounding them by 4. So just the offensive opportunities have been dominated by Macomb. Sydney Courtney, 3-ball. Too strong. And another offensive rebound from the top of the key. Shania Howard can't hit.
Well, they've been able to crash the boards even with Smith off the floor. They have 16 offensive rebounds now.
Yeah, that can't happen. In a game like this where you are dominating the size factor, because 6'2" Amani Smith is out of the ballgame. She fouled out minutes ago. So you have to be able to dominate the glass on both sides. Cannot allow all of these extra free shots for Community Christian. I know the score is saying differently, but right now the Lions are playing they're playing tougher and they're playing with more energy.
Yeah, they were just not what they had in mind, just 7 points going into the locker room. Just trying to end this game on a high note.
What a move from Ibarra. She goes inside, spins to the outside block, and she's fouled. Out of Lagos, Nigeria.
And that's Williams' 4th. Well, Brianna Williams, so
2 with 4 now on that Lions team. They got to be very careful. Or Ibarra knocks down the free throw. She's going to be utilized a lot this year in the paint with those post moves and also being effective at the free throw line because she's going to get there a lot.
Yeah, especially with all the hacks she's tried to do and getting herself in a prime position to get to the line.
Misses on the second. We got a loose ball. It's called a jump going down for a Community Christian. Ibarra now with 4 points as she connects on 1 of 2. She's 50% from the free throw line, and she's 1 of 4 from the field. Matthews handling at the top. And she penetrates inside. Floater off the glass. Too strong up front rim. Nice rebound from Ibarra. She loses it for a moment, now regains. Janiyah McWilliams will bring it up the court.
Got to get across the timeline. They just barely do.
It's a good trap here from the Lions. Trying to use a little bit of what Macomb was. And Ibarra stripped away by Carissa Matthews. And she'll pick it up on the floor. Another jump ball. And this goes to Macomb.
Yeah, just getting a little bit sloppy by the Monarchs here in these last few possessions.
So checking in for the Lions. It's going to be Akira Hinton. Remember, 7 players right now available for Community Christian. Ibarra behind the back, off the glass and good. And that's where the size difference comes in because there's no Amani Smith for Community Christian.
Yeah, Ibarra at 6'2", so much of a height, to use her size to her advantage and able to get that one behind the back.
She'll step up there to help out in the trap, and Courtney travels. Turnover by the Lions.
Able to just come up there, not foul, not get an arm in there to set up that trap. Also the kind of plays that don't get on the score sheet, but will go through it in the long run.
Sydney Courtney at 5'8". She's listed as a forward, but playing more of a point guard position. Here's Ibarra taking a jumper, a little bit too strong off the corner of the glass. Here comes Courtney with Harris behind her. Euro step, throws it up underneath, scoop, and it's no good. Ibarra with yet another board. Gets it to Harris. Looks to penetrate the press, and she does all the way. Zion Harris to the rim. Count that basket, and one. Great move, great take from Zion Harris, and she finishes at the cup.
Just taking the drive all the way. Got hacked and able to just get the and one opportunity to go.
Her first 2 points. It's my second time being able to watch Zion play. It was last year when she was at Lakeview as a senior playing against Grosse Pointe South. She had a heck of a game. Was the star player over there for them.
Yeah, Lakeview High School has been really strong on the girls' side over the last few seasons.
Charisma Matthews trying to kick it out. She will. Leilani Lewis just chucks up a 3, nowhere close. Courtney now in the corner. Jump ball. Well done. Active hands from Jada Williams. Gets in there with both and gets the whistle.
Yeah, just able to all that pressure, that double team, able to get on the ball and get four at that time.
That's skill right there. When someone's taking it to the baseline there, hard to the rim, and you're able to just grab both hands right on the ball and get that jump ball call. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 54-13 is your score. Manchik loses it on the dribble, out of play, and a turnover by the Monarchs.
Yeah, they just flicked off their hands.
She took a hard dribble, and it just went right up through him. Lions will hold for the final shot. Courtney gets the screen. Nice front over the top from Zion Harris. Turnover picked up by Jada Williams, and a whistle and a travel. Williams playing very good defense over these last few possessions. That one just unlucky.
Yeah, I was able to get down for it. I'm saying maybe she took a step when trying to make the pass. You know, she was on the floor. But the Lions will get the last shot.
Throw it up with a second to go. Janiyah McWilliams with some strong defense, and Macomb over those last few minutes really picked it up defensively, because when you looked at it, Alex, there were 4 minutes left in this game. Lions had 13 points. They've had 0 since that mark.
Yeah, just able to put on that trap and just forcing the Lions to make difficult decisions. So that's been the story all game, and we'll see what Macomb could do here in these last 10 minutes. Try to play what they've been doing here and get themselves back in the win column and looking to finish out here in this last quarter of play.
And I know when you look at the team stats and you look at the shooting percentage here for Community Christian, 0 of 18 from 3. They're 5 of 23 from the floor entirely. Or I'm sorry, from the floor entirely, they're 5 of 48. But the amount of offensive rebounds they're getting is unsettling for Macomb, because when the Monarchs play tougher teams, when you get into conference play, you cannot have those blunders, because the games are going to be much closer. I mean, as we saw against Muskegon Community College, that team out-rebounded the heck out of them, and it led to a 26-point win for Muskegon. So being able to execute against the lesser teams, it's going to show up in a positive way against the better conference teams you'll play later in the year. So that's something they have to hone in on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, especially you can't afford to allow a team that's been undersized here after Amani Smith fouled out to out-rebound you in that third quarter. I think they only had like 3 offensive boards in the first half.
Yeah.
They had at least 7, 8 ever since Smith got fouled out in the middle of that third quarter, and you just can't do that.
No, that's a perfect point. You hit it right on the nail. Because right now, I mean, Sydney Courtney is the tallest girl at 5'8", and you got multiple bigs in Vivian Orabara, Vanessa Galovich, Ava Prasnak, Asaya Jihad, who's nearly 6 foot. Start of the fourth quarter. Strong 41-point lead. Make it 43 is Vivian Orabara one more time with the left hand.
Got it, just took a dribble and got it into the paint on the left side. She's been doing really well here in this second half.
8 points for Orabara. 2 away from being the third Monarch to score in double figures. Also got 6 rebounds to go along with that. Much too strong on the shot from Akira Hinton. Rebound Sanderson. And we're going down. Hankins gets it inside, passes it off to Orabara again. She says, count that basket. 58-13.
Yeah, I like seeing what Orabara has done here in the second half. Coming back on the trail to get that one up with a two-hander. Just been great to see here in this game for her, and able to create some defensive plays as well, forcing a travel in that third quarter.
Courtney turns it over on an errant pass out of play. Janiyah McWilliams handling the ball at the top. It's been her and Forrest all day as the point guards. She's a little too strong on that take. Orabara misses with the left hand, and it's going to go with the Lions now as that was tipped out of play. After a date with Madonna JV on Tuesday, next Friday, November 6th, facing number 15 Mid-Michigan College. That's when Macomb's going to need to bring their best basketball.
Yeah, it's going to get into some tough games against some top 25 teams, Mid-Michigan, and then you got Lansing Community College ranked number 20 in a few weeks. Both of those games at home.
Lansing won their region last year. Mid-Michigan as well. They were stellar. Here's Courtney from 3. Macomb. Inside to Urabara. Left hand is good. They've hit the 60 mark. Urabara now with 10 points. Third Monarch to score in double digits tonight alongside Sydney Guerin and Jihad.
Yeah, just been able to pile it on here in this second half. And I want to mention how this MCCAA has just been really strong, especially in our conference here on the east side, but then in the west and the north, a lot of good teams over there. So it's just been a strong conference overall that Macomb has been a part of, and they got to step it up here on these next few games coming up.
Akira Hinton just knocked down the first three-pointer for the Lions tonight. It was off the glass and good. 60-16 and a turnover on a traveling call for Macomb.
And that was on their 19th attempt from downtown.
The bank is open after 18 attempts. I'll say that.
Well, you just got to be ready for coming up these next few slated games for Macomb, because it's going to get tougher from this point on.
100%. And that's why in this last 7 minutes and 15 seconds, everything that they've struggled with over the last couple of games, and even into today when you look at offensive rebounding at times, those are the things you really want to improve on and focus on the most, because, I mean, you're up a chunk. So even if the Lions put together a crazy run and knock down all of their shots in these final minutes, you still probably win the game. So you're trying to figure out ways to just improve on the things that will help you in the long run against the Mid-Michigans and the Lansings of the world.
So a call for the foul there is you hit it right. When you're playing ranked teams, it's just a different animal. And you got to be able to step up to that, step up to the challenge. So you don't want to get down in a deficit. You want to be able to play a full 40 minutes.
Lions at the top, guarded by Zion Harris. Taking it in hard is Zipporah Johnson, and she is fouled. Going to call that on Urabara.
And she is fouled out of the game.
It is her 5th. I don't think she knew at the time. She was headed back into the team huddle. But a good day for Urabara. 12 points, 8 rebounds, just 2 boards off of a double-double. She was very prevalent in the paint in those last few minutes.
Yeah, great outing for her. Just unfortunate to get fouled out here. A few minutes left in the game, but you'll take the performance any day.
Like Lonnie Lewis goes strong to the rim, is fouled, but can't get the basket to go. 18 offensive rebounds for each side. First free throw bounces around and away. Over half of the points tonight for Macomb have come inside the paint, 34 of them. And they've also generated 17 points off of turnovers, off of 29 turnovers. They'd like that number to be higher. Not the turnovers, I'm talking about the points off of how many turnovers they've had. Asiya Jihad, near side, driving baseline. She's bottled up and travels.
Yeah, this got trapped there on the side. And just her foot moved and couldn't get it out to one of her teammates.
On the floor for the Monarchs, Carissa Hankins, Zion Harris, Maria Manchik, Nevaeh Knott, and Jada Williams. Back to the top. A tip 3. Nice block from Harris. She's going to get it on the other end. Being guarded by Hinton. She will get the layup to go on the fast break. Harris gets her second bucket of the night.
Yeah, just great work in transition, getting the block and the fast break. Exactly what you got to do in those opportunities.
Macomb has switched to a 3-2 zone defense since playing man early in this ball game. For a majority of the contest they were. Harris controlling the offense at the top. Not going to get a screen, going to swing it over to Hankins. Running the motion offense currently into the paint, and fouled is Nevaeh Knott. She took a dribble, and that's Brianna Williams, who will foul out with 5.5 to go. Second player on this Lions team to foul out in the contest. That'll bring in Leilani Lewis, and now just 6 players left. And also Zipporah Johnson, who's on the bench right now. She has 4 fouls.
Yeah, there's not much player room left here for the Lions. Kind of strapped in with what they have.
Nevaeh Knott hits the free throw. Ten different scorers in this game for Macomb. They've shared the wealth very evenly. Manchek could not come up with that one, taken away. To the rim goes Hinton. She is fouled. It's a blocking call. In there to take the charge was Hankins. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, they're just driving up there. Akins was looking to get set up, but going to get a call for the blocking foul.
Alex, little small nugget here. It's 16 points currently. Let's see how this free throw attempt goes. It's a little bit short. So, depending on how this free throw goes right here, Macomb, their women's basketball program, in their history, their lowest allowed total in a game was 17 points back in 2016 against Washtenaw College. They're looming at that number. 5 minutes to go. They would achieve a school record if they can hold them off. And there goes Nevaeh Knott again. Transition basket. She was wide open on the block.
Yeah, exactly what you got to do there. Not feeling happy about herself. Her bench is happy for her.
She's improved throughout this entire game significantly. Really gotten into a groove. Here's a high three-point shot from Shania Howard. That clanks off the top of the backboard, going down the other way to Macomb.
Let's see how they can handle it off here. If they can hold them to 16.
Mariah Freeman is now into the contest after Brianna Williams checked out. Or fouled out, I'm sorry.
I know they're not worried about the record here. They're just worried about getting the win and feeling happy about themselves.
4.5 to play. Hankins from the elbow. Rolls around, cannot go. And there's a foul the other way. Charisma Matthews called for it when she was going for the defensive rebound.
And now Knott picked up the foul.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
And she's out of the game as well.
So now 2 players apiece have fouled out, and 3 out of the 4 have been bigs. So Knott is done. Urabara is done. That's your 2 tallest players from Macomb. Ruby Sanderson will check in for Nevaeh. So it's 6 foot and 6'2", top 2 Macomb players have fouled out. And on the other side, the Lions have lost 6'2" Amani Smith and 5'7" Brianna Williams. Knott had a great last few minutes there before coming out of the contest. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Off the mark is Williams on the free throw. Second free throw is up, no good. Manchek with the rebound. Fights, gets it out to Harris. Here's a corner pass. Sanderson hesitates, takes the 3. It's short. Cannot follow her shot on the rebound, and a foul is called on Ruby. Back to the free throw line will go the Lions. Second half fouls, Alex, have been out of hand for Macomb.
Yeah, just too physical here, getting their hands in there too much.
And you cannot have your 2 top players in the paint foul out in a game like this. It just can't happen. Because when you play teams like, as we mentioned, top 25 programs in mid-Michigan and Lansing, they have to be on the floor for the entirety of the contest. They have to be on for all 40 minutes. First free throw bounces around and misses for Akira Hinton.
Yeah, 3 of 17 from the charity stripe for Community Christian tonight. Just one of the spots here they got to work on, moving forward as a team. And
Hinton's second cashes. And with 4:16 to play, it's a 65-17 advantage for MCC. It's Jada Williams, Zion Harris, along with Carissa Hankins, Maria Manchik, and Ruby Sanderson. Sanderson will get it on the wing. Looking for that roll at the top. Inside pass to Manchik, off the glass, no good. Williams with the offensive board, and it's poked away. On the floor, a whistle and a jump ball.
Had a great take right from the basket.
Got to finish those, though. Nobody was in front of Manchik there.
Now into the line, number 15, Leilani Lewis.
Under 4 to play. Hinton with the ball, trying to call for a screen from Lewis. Nearly loses the ball, now does. Manchik on the floor to pick it up. And it's back down. Bottled up both teams, and a whistle.
Back down to Macomb's way.
So with the win, Macomb will improve to 2-3 on the year, snapping a 3-game losing streak. And Community Christian, the Lions, will fall to 0-5. Manchik will set a screen for Hankins. Now it's Harris. Loses the pass for a moment. Sanderson puts it up, and it's good. Ruby Sanderson from 3-point range. Her second.
Good opportunity, working it around, top on the wing.
Good closeout from Jada Williams in the corner. Sanderson coming to help out, and there's a foul. Back to the free throw line. Too many free throws here for this Community Christian team, especially in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just.
I know you want. Sorry to cut you off. I know you want to play solid defense, but.
Yeah, no, you're right. You want to be able to, not just keep your foot off the gas and just, be passive here for the last few minutes, but you don't want to get too out of control. Like we mentioned, all these fouls and 2 players fouling out for Macomb here in this fourth quarter. Both of them the big men. You just can't have that here, especially like you mentioned before, when games are closer than this.
Going 1 for 2 from the line for the Lions. It's now a 68-18 game. 50-burger lead currently for Macomb. Harris steps out from deep, just short. Williams, great offensive rebound, and tried to go cross block to Sanderson. That's when you got to put up right there, because you're either getting fouled or you're making the basket when your defender was over top of you like a canopy.
Yeah, you got to be able to make those kind of decisions. I know it's just hard when you're in game, but when you're looking back on those kind of plays, for yourself individually.
Sydney Courtney will check in. 2-3 defense now for Macomb. They've moved from a man defense to a 3-2, now to a 2-3 at the top. It's Harris and Sanderson. Matthews with the ball, getting a screen call. She'll spin out of it. Going baseline. Floater up, no good for Zipporah Johnson. And it's going to stay with the Lions with 2.5 to play. I know we've kind of, obviously 50-point game. Early on we addressed a lot of the positive things down the stretch. There were a few glaring improvements from the Monarchs side, but overall they've played an incredible game, just kind of taking care of business against a team that they're stronger and bigger than.
Yeah, that's what you hit it right on the nose. Just in all aspects of the game is they turn it over and Hinton unable to get the bunny. But they'll come away here with this win. As Hinton's down in the paint.
She maybe twisted an ankle or something. She went down as they were scrapping for the basketball. She'll be checked out by her head coach, Evan Fauché. Both teams will meet, and we'll step aside briefly. A 50-point lead right now for Macomb in the final minutes. This is your home for Macomb Community College women's basketball. Hinton able to walk off on her own power. We're back for the final 2 minutes, I'd say. Manchek gets the rebound off the miss and nearly turns it over. Poked out of play by Leilani Lewis.
Monarchs they'll have 5 seconds to get across half court.
Manchek looking for that inbound. She's got Harris. Full court press here for the Lions. Sanderson will find Manchek, nearly travels. 12 on the shot clock. Harris will swing it. Hankins for 3, air ball. Sanderson with the offensive board. Here's Harris. Her shot, too strong.
The shot clock didn't reset.
It did not. The shot from Harris hit the rim with probably, I'd say, 2 seconds to go. And then it carried on out. So Macomb will have the ball. Manchek will take it out. 50-point domination from the Monarchs here at home. To the rim on the floater. Harris gets it to go. This would be the first home victory of the year for Macomb. Zion Harris with some clean buckets tonight. Had the and one and that floater from mid-range. She's got 6 points along with 2 assists, and there's another whistle with 1:09 to play.
Yeah, hit off the foot of Harris.
Now in for the Lions, number 11, Akira Hinton.
Hinton comes back in.
Looks to be just fine. Gonna hoist a 3 from the wing. That's good. Akira Hinton with both made 3-pointers just coming off. She's a little hobbled jogging down the other way. But nonetheless, she's knocked down 6 of the 21 points from downtown. Harris looking to take over a little bit. Gets Manchek inside. She is blocked. Hinton with a nice rejection. Sanderson gets it back for MCC. And there's a traveling call on Zion with 39.1.
Yeah, just thinking about taking the 3, but a foot moved on that one is. But you'll take the win here for Macomb here tonight. A dominating one.
Definitely some bright spots, also some improvements to make heading into the next contest against Madonna. Alex, I know for sure you'll be on the call that Tuesday. It'll be up in the air. We'll see if I'm able to make it on Tuesday for that matchup.
Will be a good one, and then especially with the games coming up in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Top 25 teams, Mid-Michigan and Lansing will be in.
Macomb just one more opportunity against Madonna to really show their stuff before conference play and just improving before they get into those games. Sanderson in the corner. There's 12 seconds to play in the contest. Likely going to run it down. Turnover. Lions will hold for the last shot if they get one off. They will not. Jada Williams pokes it away, and that's your final score, 70-21. Macomb comes in and dominates for their first home victory. Alex, give me your initial thoughts.
It was overall great work on both sides of the ball for Macomb here tonight. Just really getting after it. 49-point win, holding Community Christian to just 11.3% from the field, 8.7% from downtown, at 25% from the free throw line. Forced 30 turnovers here tonight, 20 points off of those turnovers. And just a great win for the Monarchs. Much needed win after the tough one in Muskegon on Tuesday. They'll get back in action on Tuesday against Madonna before we mentioned the tougher games come along here. But you'll take the win here tonight for your Coach Caroline.
Vivian Urabara is your leading scorer for the night. She fouled out but finished with 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 of those on the offensive glass. And then Asiya Jihad chipped in with 11. Sydney Guerin, she had 11, got going early with 3 3-pointers on her first couple attempts. Also, Alea Forrest had 8. Vanessa Galovich with 6. And Jada Williams with 5 as well. just so many different options. This team is showing their depth over the course of this season, and in this game specifically, multiple different high-potent scores.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone was involved, and everyone got chipped in, especially in a game like this where you're able to have everyone come out onto the floor. And they'll take this one here tonight, or they'll get back to work on Tuesday against Madonna, where they'll have to really focus in on that. So we'll see what they were able to do here, but they'll take the victory here tonight in blowout fashion.
First home win for head coach Kurt Caroline and the Macomb Monarchs as they improve to 2-3 on the year. Just one more contest next week, next Tuesday, against Madonna, as Alex mentioned, before they get into conference play against top 25 opponents. Alex, glad to be on the call with you once again, man. Excited for this next month of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. You too, Tom. It was a blast here today.
Yes, sir. From Alex Johnson, I'm Tom Cavanaugh. You've been listening to the Macomb Community College Athletics Network. Another big win for Macomb, 70-21. They take down Community Christian College. We will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for listening.